Hey everyone out there in YouTube land. Hope everyone is doing well this evening, or actually this afternoon. First things first, don't know that it makes a difference, but my channel was MO Jeep_JL. I've since changed it because a lot of my videos are concerning the Jeep, and there will be more concerning the Jeep. But I've started doing little videos on other things, which we're going to cover today. This one's about a new flashlight I got. So I changed the name of it to Jeep and Things. So see some things on Jeeps. There's no telling what you'll see. So with that being said, I'm going to get my glasses here to cheat with a little bit. It's over flashlights, and this particular one's over Nitecore. Now, just real quick, I'm going to pick up the camera and we're going to go in here. One of my, some people buy a lot of shoes. Some people buy a lot of, you can fill in the blank. But I was noticing, and I haven't bought a flashlight in a long time. Don't know how well that picks it up. We have everything from checkout stand, $5 flashlights, to, this one's a pretty good one. ITP C10. That's been a good flashlight. A little Browning one. This Princeton Tech is probably 15 years old. It's been beat up. This one is just an Energizer headlamp. And then we have some more, as seen on TV. Have a Surefire. The wife in her car, I keep a little Surefire. This is a blue light for tracking blood or, excuse me, whatnot. This one is a rechargeable XPS. And we'll just shine it up the stairs. It's pretty darn bright, which this will come into effect here in a moment. Turn that off. Very powerful flashlight. And then there's some more. As you can see, I've gotten at gun shows and whatnot. But with that being said, up here is where I keep, if I'm out on the trails, that's a good flashlight, or actually these are lanterns, and if the power goes out or what have you, got back up for that. I don't think I have, I've got another problem with cups, as you can see, and tumblers. Have all kinds. These are my my bottles for when I'm out and about. Hydro flask, I have to give it to them. And I know this video is about flashlights, but I don't know if you can see very well. I ran over this one actually. It's been dropped, it's been beat, and yeah, still keeps water cold. Over here, some more Hydro Flask. As you can tell, I like the Hydro Flask. This one I've actually already dropped. I got it Father's Day. Busted the cap, but the cap on that is solid, so it, my daughter got that for me for Father's Day, and then my youngest son got me the carrying case for my birthday a couple days ago to help me from breaking them. Back to flashlights. Fixing to show you here. Back to the flashlight, sorry. Just wanted to show you some of the flashlights that I've had, or that I do have. Some of those flashlights are literally 20 years old. I'm sure if I went through the house, I could probably find some more. Actually, if you can see this little Duck Commander box, this is what I keep in my Jeep. We have a Browning, which I like this one. This one's probably, I think, 500 lumina, something like that. Carrying case for 3-volt lithium batteries, RC123. Another little cheaper flashlight. Magnet, as you can see, it's sticking to it, just in case I break down. Another as seen on TV flashlight. This is a nice one. Another Surefire flashlight. And we have laser pointer, green. as you can tell, I like lights. And then we have a number of different plug-in for USB ports. In the little cabinet where all the flashlights are, I have a box full of flashlights and a box full of USB chargers. Oops. Then we have as seen on TV, lighter, just in case. And then there's batteries in here and whatnot. So we're going to set this all to the side to get to the main flashlight. If I could set everything back over here. I looked and I looked and I looked. I looked at Olight online, Nitecore, I believe it's Phoenix. I hadn't bought a flashlight, like I said, in a while. So after I looked, and probably can't go wrong whether you get Olight, whether you get Phoenix, whether you get whatever you get. Some of these flashlights, the as seen on TV flashlight, no, it does the job. But really, when you get into the, what you would consider, I would say, more expensive flashlights, and it's according to what some people would call expensive, and you can get cheaper flashlights and more expensive flashlights. But the first one, and this was $19.99. This is a Tiki, USB rechargeable. This is a Nitecore, and I'll put the specs up on the screen here. This one, and you can see how little this thing is. Has a little clip on it that's pretty darn strong. I keep this in the console of my Jeep. Has one lumina. And then, and I'll put the specs up because I'm probably going to get this wrong. Click it again. I think it's 60 or 70. Click it again. You have about 100. Click it again. You have 300 luminas. This will last 30 minutes on 300 lumina. And this isn't the main flashlight I'm even talking about. Got to hold it down. Then if you triple click, you have a red light. Click it again, a blue light, and click it again. I'll put the specs up on the screen once again after I get done with this one, just so you can see, and it'll last a long time on that particular setting right there. You can use it as a marker if you're on a trail or whatever. Love, love this flashlight. And I will test these out tonight when it gets dark. We just have to wait on it to get dark. Okay. Nitecore HC33 headlamp. 1800 lumina. It'll go out to about 204 yards, 187 meters. You can do the calculations, Google it and see. It's got a meter drop resistance, 2 meters submergible in water. Hold it back a little bit, hope it focuses. And it does come with a headlamp. And it has, which I'll show you the flashlight, it has a clip on it, extra O-rings, button, a diffuser, and it runs, and here it is, HC33. We'll test this out tonight. I've got the clip on upside down, so when I put it in my pocket, the head's down, and the tail cap switch is up here. That is 1 lumina. I believe this is 70. I'll put it up on the screen also. 240 or 250, I believe. 760-ish. I'm going by memory here. 1800 lumina. Hold to depress. Double click. Push it one more time for SOS or beacon. Push down and it's off. Absolutely love this flashlight. And it has and I'm going to take this out. It does not come with a battery. I purchased a Nitecore 3500. This is an 18650 battery. And if I can get it to focus, right there, this is 3.6 volts. So 3500 milliamp. Back it off there. And when you put the battery in, it does not come with the battery. It will tell you, and I'll screw it in until it gets contact. Okay, we're on low. depress it till it loses power, or unscrew it till it loses power. And that's the way I carry it in my pocket too, to make sure I don't accidentally hit the button. Screw it back in, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3.4. So this was a 3.6 volt battery. So it gave you 3 flashes to let you know it's still pulling 3 amps or 3 volts. It paused and then it blinked 4 times. So max would be 3. And then 6 when you check your battery. So I'm at 3.4, so it's still pretty good charged. This is a battery that came with one of the plethora of flashlights I have. This is 3.7 volt at 5,000 milliamps. This is a battery that I got off one of the less expensive. I think I ordered 2 flashlights online that came with a charger, which is there in the cabinet. And it, trying to see what kind it is. Sky Eye, well, whatever you read right there. Sky Will Eye. This is a 3.7 max amp. So it should blink. And you can see the Nitecore is a little taller. But this does work in here. So we'll put it on low setting. Turn it till the power goes off. Turn it on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, there you go. It just did 4. Even though it's 3.7 battery, I'm not for sure. This is a less expensive battery. The Nitecore was 20 bucks for this battery. Rechargeable battery. Make sure it's even working. There we go. Yeah. And I have another battery like this that I'd gotten out of one of my other old flashlights. I'll go to a battery store and purchase. Put this one back in for the test tonight. Once again, it's still pulling 3.6. I'm sorry, 3.4 out of 3.6 max. So it's right there. The only thing with this flashlight is it's not rechargeable. It, you know, the Olight, there's a lot of other flashlights, and Nitecore, there are a lot of Nitecore flashlights that are rechargeable USB. The Olight, it's got a magnet on the tail cap. The one thing I do like about this is this magnet, which I'll show you here in a second. So the downside was it's not rechargeable. The battery is, so I purchased a battery charger. I think this was 28 bucks. Don't know if you can see it or not, but it charges 4A, AAA, AA, SC, C batteries, and then a plethora of 18650 batteries. So about any kind of battery you have, this will charge them. And it shows you a voltmeter. Here's the actual, once you plug it in, it shows you the voltmeter. It tells you how far along your batteries are. It'll tell you if your battery's bad. It just won't charge. And it comes with USB-C charge. So I can put it back in my Jeep, plug it to one of the adapters I showed you, or use it at home. I've used it. It'll charge up to 4 batteries. You can use different, you could be charging 2 18650 batteries and 2 AAA batteries, as long as they're rechargeable batteries, it'll do it. So this is something I can take with me. Take extra batteries, charge them up, plug them in, and let them go. So one other thing I want to show you is the magnet on this thing. It is fantastic. So we'll show you that here in a second. Okay, the magnet. Now, this magnet is super strong. When you get a flashlight that does the recharging on the tail cap, magnetic wise, I'm sure they're strong batteries, but they will have a kind of hollowed out center so they can have connection to charge the battery. This thing, I'm just gonna, I don't know, we'll walk around and find, okay, here you go. We'll turn on this light. As you can see, It's metal. There isn't much of an underbase. It literally sticks to anything. I don't know if it'll stick on the side. This is, yep. Let's find, this is stainless steel. Okay, we'll do this. A door facing. This should be metal. There you go. Absolutely doesn't take much metal to get this thing to stick. I absolutely love that feature. And I'll show you where I put it in my Jeep. Didn't plan this, obviously, but so I'd have it close by. We'll go take a look at that. Okay, everyone, we're out here in the garage. Maybe I should have pulled the Jeep outside to get a little more light. But the point is when I got this, and you can stick it anywhere in here, I guess. But up here is how you would take your freedom panel off. There's a metal screw there, once again. So I like to put it, boom, right there. Strong magnet, that way I have it. If I need it, it's right there. Thought that was pretty neat. Or I could stick it up here. Really love that feature. The magnetic base. So anyhow, as you can see, it's still good in daylight outside. Come tonight, we will be back outside and let you see what it'll do. And I'll also bring in the little Tiki that I showed you, that's 300 lumina. We'll bring it in or bring it outside, try to find a good dark spot and let you see how they perform. All right, guys, we'll see you when it gets dark. Hey, everyone. I wanted to do a few shots before it got dark just to give you a reference point on how well the flashlights will do tonight. So, and I tried this with the GoPro. It didn't seem like it picked up everything very well, so I'm going to use my iPhone 11 Pro and see if that will do better, because I can actually zoom in with this. So this light pole here, oh, get it out of focus. As you can see, has a light on it. There's the driveway. With that lighting up at night, obviously, I don't know how well it's gonna show the beam of the flashlights, even though I've played with flashlights out here before. So, where we will be tonight, once again, this part of the video is about giving you a reference point as I walk across the yard. So, we will be, and I'm going to try it maybe one of two ways, or both. May have to use my phone instead of the GoPro tonight. It may pick up better. But there, and it didn't seem like the GoPro would pick this up very well. So, you can see we're at a fence right now, which is where we'll be tonight. There we go. And if you can look back at the pole, and I'll zoom in, from that pole, the driveway, back to normal here, to here, the fence is, I stepped it off the other day, so we're right at 65 yards. The power line pole, as you can see there, that's another, from here where we're standing, man, that's probably another 60 yards on up the hill. So we're going to try, once it gets dark, we're going to try to and once again I may use my phone. I will try them both. We're going to stand there at the fence where the power strip starts, where all the overgrowth is, and try to shine on that pole. So to give you an indication to see if you can see the pole. So I have, when I come outside with the number of flashlights I have, one of the tests that I do And they tell me, and we're going to find out, when I watch other flashlight reviews and they shine across the field or their yard, they say that the camera doesn't pick it up as well as what you're actually seeing. So one of the tests I do is stand in the driveway to see if I can hit that power line pole to get it light up, because from the driveway to that pole is probably 40 yards, maybe more. So just want to give you a point of reference for tonight when we do the video, so it'll give you a general idea of what the distance is, okay? We'll see you when it gets dark. Good evening, everyone. It is finally dark. It's about 9:05. That'll be the direction we're going to be casting the lights. And I say lights, well, first things first. When I was doing the editing or going back through the video I took this afternoon, and I'm very bad about this. I've had flashlights. I've been fascinated with flashlights. I do a lot of hiking, etc. Do things at night. I was saying lumina. It's lumens or lumen. L-U-M-E-N. L-U-M-E-N. I think there was a Chevy Lumina back in the 90s. So where I got Lumina from, I don't know. So we're going to be testing these flashlights with that being said. I've got my little Tiki here. And that's low. Okay. I decided to do, and I'm using the iPhone 11 Pro because I did a little test. I usually use my GoPro for daytime videos, but the phones seem to do better at night. So that's what we're going to go with. I brought out of all the flashlights I have, I brought out a few that we're going to test. So we'll start out with the XPS Extreme Performance Series. This flashlight is probably 5-6 years old. It's rated at 2000 lumina. Lumina, I said it again, lumens. It's rated at 2000. So here we go. That is 2000. And you can kick it down to lower settings. There's strobe. And that's the only extra feature of strobe. Now we're going to try to pick up I can see it with my eye, the top of the, and I'll try to zoom in. You can't really see it, but I am picking up the power line pole that I showed you earlier in the video, and we are 15-20 yards away from the drive, about 20 yards from the driveway maybe. And that picked up the light pole, which at this distance would be around 100 yards or so. So that was the XPS. Now we will do the Surefire. This Surefire, and this light here was about 75 bucks. I think I got it at Cabela's or Bass Pro about 5-6 years ago. This Surefire I got, oh Lord, I got this thing. This is the L4 Digital Luminex. It is LED. I got this thing, and if you ever have Surefire lights, you know that they are expensive. Good flashlights. They'll last you forever. This one's shooting out 100 lumina. Good Lord, I said lumina again. Lumens. So here we go. And this particular flashlight just has on, off. There's no strobe. There's no low, medium, high. You just get your wattage. So there you go. There's 100. That is the Surefire. Next on the list, and of course we're out here for the Nitecore. This is As Seen on TV. They say that this is bulb head. They say this is rated at 1200 lumen. Finally got it right. So we'll give it a try. It does have a strobe feature. I'll make sure I get it on high. There's the strobe. It does have SOS. But then there's steady on. So this is the wide beam. Zoom it down. I can see the light pole, but you could tell 1200 lumen. I don't know about that. You know, if you're out in total darkness, because we do have the pole light behind us, it may seem brighter. Close up, if you're in the woods, it'll throw a pretty good beam. It'll do good. I mean, for 15 bucks, I think Walmart sells them for $19.99. I think they've came down to 15. And the Surefire was like 250 bucks. And it was on sale for like 150, so I got it. Next, we're going to try out the laser pointer, just for kicks and grins. It's got a key on it. All right, here we go. Hopefully this will pick it up, because this is pretty neat. I have it on the pole right now. So you see that green spot at the end? That is where the power line pole is. And if you're in the dark, in the woods, or where there's not a lot of light, you could actually point out stars with that thing. I think the wife got it for me for Christmas one year, and I think it was probably 30 or 40 bucks. Pretty neat. Now we go get my little trusty. This is the Brownie. This is 550 lumen. Turn off my little flashlight. My Nitecore. I'm using the little Nitecore just to give you a little bit of light on this. Okay. This is bright, low, lower, lowest. Strobe, off, back to bright. So this is 550 lumen. I can see, you can't see it in the camera, but I can see the light pole. That's 550 from, this is a Browning headlamp. This is what I have been using. Pretty good light. I think it was, oh Lord, I've had that thing 3 years or so. And it is, I think it's 40 or 30 or 40 or 50, say 45 bucks. I can't remember. Now we're going to use the little Nitecore Tiki that I've been using to light up everything. That's low, medium, high, extra high, which is 300 lumen. So the little Nitecore Tiki that I was showing you, that fit in the palm of my hand, that literally weighs probably not an ounce. That's it, and then we'll do, let me turn it off. There's your red light. There's your blue light. There's the alternating. Hold it in, turn it off. Now, and I'll light it up with the mosquitoes are horrendous. I sprayed some off on them, but you may hear them buzzing. The HC33, which I showed you earlier. Probably my newest, well, it is the newest, probably my favorite light. So we're going to turn it on. Oh, I got to turn the cap. I got the cap twisted to where okay. There is low. There is the 1 lumen, or the moonlight phase. That is 70. That is 240. 780, I believe. And then the 1800. So we'll turn it off. Moonlight, 70, 240, 780. And there's the 1800. I love this light. And you can see the mosquitoes. I can see the pole up there. Once again, very small light. And the thing of it is this is lighting up as well as this, the XPS, which is much larger. So it's doing about as good a job as it did. Turn it off. We'll go to the special features. Strobe. SOS, and then beacon. Hold down to turn it off. So I think one of the reasons why the mosquitoes are so bad is I hung these up in the yard, and I'm out by it. If you're away from it, and I've got it away from the house, and it if I'm up here by the house, I don't have mosquito problems, but it obviously attracts mosquitoes. So I was standing out by it. Now we're going to go back here to the back of the yard. Moonlight, 70 lumina. I said it again, I know. 240, 780, 1800. Fantastic job. And of course, as I showed in the video earlier, this does come with a headband. Take the clip off, slide it in, and you're good to go. So I hope that helps you. I may even walk down here to the end of the road. We'll sneak out here to the highway because I know it's good and dark out here. And now that I'm up here at the driveway, just to give a little, and another feature, if you want to go directly to the highest beam, push hold in, and there's your 1800 lumen. And as I said earlier, a lot of people say when you are doing these videos, it doesn't do it justice compared to what I'm actually seeing. So we'll get out here in the highway, as long as there aren't any cars coming. All right. Let me cycle through it, turn it off. Okay, here we go. There we go. There's 1800 shining down the highway. Back up into the yard. Love it. Super small flashlight that throws a super beam. So, Nitecore HC33. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good evening.